You can take a guy like Canelo. This guy can do. He can pick and choose who he want to fight. And I'm gonna tell y'all the truth about Canelo. Easy, man. Cakewalk. Easy. Y'all sitting up here, y'all praising this dude. This dude was nothing. I was almost 40 years old when I cooked this dude.
You can compare and contrast the fight between yourself and Floyd Mayweather Jr. and tonight's bout with Terence Crawford, if you can.
No, I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather.
Listen, Floyd was the greatest in his era. I'm the greatest in my era. It ain't no need to compare me to Floyd or Floyd to me.
When he called out Terence Crawford right after Canelo Alvarez's most recent fight. Floyd Mayweather once again stirred up the boxing world. Mayweather didn't hold back, showing that he's eager to get back into the ring for another high-stakes showdown. Known for his unmatched confidence and perfect record, Mayweather continues to captivate fans. The idea of him fighting Crawford, widely regarded as one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the sport, only adds more fuel to the fire. In boxing today, the tension is real, and you can feel the pressure building.
Canelo this week actually said something interesting. He goes like, Crawford's better fighter than Mayweather. Do you agree with that? Do you feel like he is?
I think he's more all-rounded in some ways, but Mayweather was so good at certain things that made him impossible to beat. He really stuck to his niche of style, where Crawford kind of tries to fight the more honest, I guess, exciting, traditional way, being there, just moving out the way, landing the shot, where Mayweather would have you dancing around him and chasing him and falling short and falling in and countering the life out of you, and knew and understood 10-9 rounds better than anyone else. Like, you only have to win 7-10-9 rounds clear, and you've won the fight as long as you don't get put down. And obviously he never really got put down. I know there's a few question marks, but for all intents and purposes, he never got put down, and he was the best, one of the best to ever do it. It's very hard to go a whole career undefeated.
Terence Crawford kept his perfect record intact by defeating Canelo Alvarez via split decision, making the super middleweight title his own. The fight, which took place at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas on September 13, 2025, was one of the most anticipated events of the year. Moving up to weight classes, Crawford entered the ring with supreme confidence. Despite Canelo being bigger and stronger, Crawford controlled the pace, using slick boxing, sharp footwork, and precise combinations to secure the victory.
What did you think of the fight?
Man, I loved it, man. I love the fight, man. I love the fight. I did not know how it was going to go. I didn't think the weight was going to be a problem for Terence Crawford. I'm on record saying I didn't think it was going to be a problem. But it stood to be seen. It needed to be seen. And I knew we would have known after the first, second, or third round. You feel what I'm saying? And when I seen how Canelo was respecting his jab and how Canelo was respecting his power from the very beginning, I knew how it was going to go. And I knew that Bud was only going to get stronger and get bolder and, start to wear him down. Canelo is known to start to wear a little bit in the later round.
Everyone said that Crawford was not going to exchange tonight, and he traded with Canelo up close.
Man, Bud is the best, man. Bud is the best. I've been on wax saying that, Bud. I've been on wax saying that for a couple of years now. I bet against Bud on Spence. I bet against Bud on Porter. I didn't think that Bud was the best. I got to give it to him. Bud's best, right? He's hands down. He's the best. He's the best right now. I don't think nobody need to question him no more. I mean, you kind of got to give him respect no matter what. You got to give him respect. He just went up 2 weight classes what people said he couldn't do. He's doing everything that people say he can't do, and he is doing it with ease. Right? You got to respect that.
Break it down for me. How did he win that fight in the way he won it tonight?
He won the fight by gaining Canelo's respect. I think he was already in Canelo's head a little bit. I think that even though Canelo knew he was smaller and everything else, these fighters are still humans and they hear what the people are saying. Crawford was undefeated. Look at what he did to Spence. I mean, look at what he's doing to some of these people. So no matter what, I mean, you have to take that.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. even put his money where his mouth was, betting on Terence Crawford to beat Canelo Alvarez. Confident in Crawford's abilities, Mayweather wagered $50,000 on the money line at plus 148 odds. When Crawford won by majority decision, Mayweather's bet paid out $124,000. This not only showed his faith in Crawford's skill, but also highlighted his deep understanding of the fight.
Check this out, guys. Floyd Money Mayweather just shared on social media that he bet $50,000 in Crawford to win, and he won $75,000 back. So Crawford made Mayweather $74,000. Most people that I talk to were betting on Canelo A few people bet on Crawford. How much money did you win on Crawford? $200 here, $200 there. But most people that I know bet on Canelo. And we'll hear from Canelo. We're going to hear from Crawford. And I'll keep you guys posted. But right now, Floyd Money Mayweather bet on Crawford and made some money. What do you want to see Crawford do next? What do you want to see Canelo do next? Let me know. Definitely interesting developments here tonight. When I watched the fight live, I thought Canelo won. I think Canelo won. I have to watch it again, but with no audio because I know the broadcasters were all against Canelo. They were all against him all week from the rivals. So I don't expect anything different.
Mayweather has also made it clear where he stands in the pound-for-pound debate, calling Terence Crawford the best fighter in the world. He praised Crawford's skills, discipline, and dominance across multiple weight classes after his spectacular performance against Canelo Alvarez. For Mayweather, being pound for pound isn't just about collecting belts. It's about consistently proving you're the best against the best. And in his eyes, Crawford has done exactly that, establishing himself as the man to beat in modern boxing while remaining undefeated.
Right now, in your opinion, who's the best fighter in the world?
We can put Tank up there in the top 10 in pound for pound. He has to be somewhere in pound for pound. And Canelo done something that is amazing when Canelo was able to go to light heavyweight and become light heavyweight champion. Something that I didn't even see him going up that heavy, and he did that. So, but as of right now, I have to put Terence Crawford at.
Interestingly, Crawford has long admired Floyd Mayweather, not just for his boxing skills, but also for the way he managed his career and built his legacy. Over time, this admiration turned into a real bond. Mayweather has often offered Crawford advice, which Crawford values deeply. Their friendship reflects a shared mindset, discipline, family ties, and the relentless pursuit of greatness in the sport.
You be sizing niggas up, bro. Keep it a stack. Did you in your head size up Floyd? Like, you know what I'm saying? If we was ever keep it real, boss, keep it real.
I'm never that type of guy. I think that's some grimy shit. Always been happy for him, been a fan of his, and I never imagined us fighting. Yeah. I never looked at him like, man, I know I'll be this.
Boy, you capping, bro. I never thought like fantasy fight me versus Floyd, nah.
Never. I never just was with a person and looked at him like, man, I'll be this. Never. That's some hate type shit to me.
Like plotting.
I ain't never been that type of person.
Just days ago, Canelo Alvarez shocked the boxing world by telling reporters, "I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather." This was a bold statement, considering that Mayweather handed Canelo his first professional loss back in 2013. When Canelo was only 23 years old and undefeated, Crawford's hand speed, footwork, and strategy were key in outclassing Canelo over 12 rounds, proving his brilliance even after moving up to weight classes. His ability to neutralize Canelo's power with slick defense and sharp counters left fans in awe.
TV right here in the middle.
Yeah.
Champ, first off, I want to thank you for the illustrious career that you have given us in the game. You've been a steadfast professional in the way that you conducted yourself, and I want to thank you on behalf of all of the boxing media.
Thank you, sir.
Number
it's my
two,
pleasure.
Champ, I wanted to ask you, this was a fight that we haven't seen from you before. We've never seen you have the sustained and prolonged frustration during the fight. Was there a point in time where you figured that this just wasn't going to be my night? And if you did, when did that happen?
No, I never thought that. I always try. All the rounds I try, but you need to accept it, right? Sometimes you cannot go, and I try all the rounds. I never think about that because imagine. So I cannot think in that way, but I try my best tonight.
And lastly for me, Champ, in the world of comparisons that we live in right now, if you can, compare and contrast the fight between yourself and Floyd Mayweather Jr. and tonight's bout with Terence "Bud" Crawford, if you can.
No, I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather.
Canelo's comments didn't sit well with Jeff Mayweather, Floyd's uncle, who quickly fired back. Jeff dismissed Canelo's remarks as an attempt to boost Crawford's reputation and downplay his own loss to Floyd. He emphasized that Canelo's defeat to Mayweather happened when Canelo was already at his physical best, not when Floyd was fading. Jeff also pushed back against comparisons between Mayweather and Crawford's defensive skills, insisting that Floyd's mastery in the ring was on another level, even if Crawford is highly skilled.
Remember, Canelo that time was a razor-thin decision. Floyd won, majority decision. C.J. Ross had it with what a lot of people had as a draw, and then the other two judges scored it for Floyd, of course.
Yeah, nobody had it.
And that was a. And that was a Floyd at the top of his game with a very green Canelo with very little experience, and he still took him, into deep waters. So
yeah, what was Canelo? What, 20 something? 20 what? 23, 25?
Yeah, he was. Very, very young in the game, obviously.
Very young. He had more fights than Floyd, and he lost.
Yeah, but
man, that was 30-something years old, 36.
But Floyd was clearly at the top of his career, and Canelo had fought a lot of people. But
how you at the top of your career in your prime? You in your prime? You ain't in your prime when you're at 36. That's not your prime.
Did he lose? I mean,
your prime is in your 20s.
It's different for different people.
Yeah, okay. Well, and that's why Canelo is saying what he's saying.
Want
to make himself look like he did something great.
So what do you think? Should Floyd Mayweather finally step aside and let Terence Crawford take over as boxing's face of greatness? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.